Good morning, Eagle community. It is the first Monday message of 2025-2026. I usually send it out the first day of the week, so we would do a Tuesday message tomorrow, but I felt like it'd be nice to have it today so you could prepare for tomorrow. It's going to be busy. You're going to be worried about dropping kids off, picking kids up, all that stuff. So I thought today would be a good day to do a Monday message. But normally, if we have a Monday off, you'll get a Tuesday message in the future. But I did want to tell you I have a little bit of a new format. I am going to use a S'more, attach the video in the S'more, and then summarize all of what we talk about in this video in the S'more, which is what I typically do, but I had to send two documents, the video and then the document with the summary. So I'm sort of just housing it all in one hub. It's easier to attach things. It's easier to connect the video and just send it in one blast. Okay, so I wanted to just tell you what's in our newsletter today. We do have our upcoming dates for the school year and also the back to school newsletter I sent on the 14th of August. It went out and a wonderful parent told me, hey, we can't hear you. Well, they reloaded my computer with some programs and I didn't realize that my microphone was turned off on my web camera. So apologize about that. I quickly redid it, replaced it. So if you didn't hear me, I did redo the video so you could listen to it. Okay. But also in that newsletter is everything that you need for back to school. And then anything that I feel like, or I felt like you might need to know right now, I've underlined in that little what's included in that newsletter. Just so you can front load that information. Also, if it's super important, I put it again in this newsletter. All right. So be on the lookout for that. The arrival and dismissal procedures that have been updated that will start for sure on day 2 are attached. Well, day 1 for sure, as far as coming in the parking lot and turning right only, but you're allowed to park on day 1 and walk your kiddos up to the door and then leave. So traffic will be a little different because they're going to have to do some exiting from the main parking lot. But on day 2, we are 100% full on. Nobody's parking in the parking lot unless you have handicap access or school business. And we're going to rock and roll with our typical procedures for drop off and pickup. Definitely on day 2. Okay. So please read that. I know it's ruffled some feathers. I know there's lots of questions. The HOA from the neighborhood across the street has reached out. I hear their concerns. The unintended consequences of some things is just difficult to determine until things happen. And so I'm going to work with them and work with the police, right? People are like, why don't we reach out to the police? And the police are the ones who suggested this shift. Kid safety and police officer safety, 1101 is busy. They built 3 schools off a really heavy traveled road. And so our main concern is just getting those kids across the street. But we also know that it causes some stuff in the neighborhood because then people pull in there, block your driveways. So please don't do that. If you're a person that uses that neighborhood to drop your kiddo off so they can be walkers or you pick them up after school, be considerate of people's driveways. They got to get in and out. While you might not think they're coming home from work, they might be, and then they can't get in their house. So I'm asking you to politely mind the traffic laws in that neighborhood if you are using that as an access for your kiddo. That's just common courtesy, and it will keep people happy. It doesn't take long for your kiddo to get over there, 10, 15 minutes, but it is 10 or 15 minutes that there's some traffic in there that isn't typically there. So please be mindful of that when you are trying to decide how you're going to make that work for you and your fam. I need to ask everyone to download the Parent Square app. The application on your phone, your iPhone, your Android, whatever you have, everybody has one. Even if everybody has a phone. This is our main source of communication from our campus and from your classrooms. If you do not download the app, you will miss communication from us. And then you will, in the survey, say the school is terrible at communicating. Well, we're not. We just need you to have the right avenue for our communication. Facebook, of course, our marquee, emails, but emails are through Parent Square. But our teachers like to be able to text messages or text parents, and you like to text them. And so Parent Square is the application we're using. So please download it. If you have trouble logging in or connecting, reach out to your classroom teacher. They have directions on how to do that. And like I will send out stuff through Parent Square, email and text. You get text immediately. Your email, if you're anything like my husband who has 13,000 emails in his inbox, it goes there to die. So text helps sometimes. So please make sure you get that downloaded and get connected to your kiddos' classes. Kindergarten through 12th grade, we're using Parent Square. So if you have a kiddo from Freiheit all the way to Canyon High, this is their main form of communication. So please make sure you download it. I have included our teacher Amazon wish list. If you're a TikTok person like I am, I have to keep up with the times and stay hip with the kids. But I also see a lot about back to school and school supply lists and teacher classrooms and all sorts of stuff. And it is true. Our teachers spend a lot of money creating these beautiful, welcoming, warm classrooms for students. But they do the best they can. Some of the stuff we absolutely buy for them, right? We have a budget set for our campus based on the number of students who come to our campus. And with that budget, we have to pay for everything. And then with our Title I funds that we get as a Title I campus, there are specific and certain things that we can and cannot buy. And classroom decorations is not something we can buy with Title I funds. If it makes your heart feel good or your head feel good, Title I funds are used for instruction and resources and people who provide that and not decor, right? So we can use our general funds for some of those things like border around their bulletin boards and writing supplies and paper and all of that we can cover. But the decor and the rugs and the games and things like that, that helps. It helps the classroom. So long story short, I've added every teacher or not even teacher, but staff member, myself, we give teachers prizes. I have fidgets for kids. People come into my office and they cool down. So there's some things that we could get for our office, but also classroom teachers, our specials team. So any staff member that has an Amazon wish list has sent it to me. I've compiled it into a document and I'm sharing it with you. So if you feel moved, please buy your teacher something and it'll be shipped directly to them. Message from Miss Ray. She is our new school counselor. She is fantastic. And coming up in September, we have Child Safety Matters, which is a counseling program that she implements, but parents have to opt into it. And so there is a parent information meeting in September on September 24th at 5 here at Freiheit for multiple elementary schools. So that information in that flyer is included so that you can mark your calendar to come. If you have questions about the Child Safety Matters curriculum, you can talk to Miss Ray. We also have examples of what the lessons look like here on campus that you can come in and look at. But she is ready to answer any of your questions, and then also just anything about school counseling and what that looks like on campus. So we're really excited about Miss Ray being here. On August 28th at 8:30, we'll have a coffee and conversation with me. If you want to come, I'd love to see you. Usually there's about a handful of people that come, which is fine. We'll also have a virtual option where you can join from work with your headphones on if you're able to do that. We'll talk about our Title I status, our accountability. For the last 2 years, our campus has increasingly closed gaps for students, had great academic growth, grown to a high B status on our campus, where we previously, when I got here, really struggled to even be a high C. And so it's just incredible what your kids are doing, how they're growing, what they're learning, how you're supporting our classrooms, and then what our teachers are doing. So, but we'll talk about that and any other questions that you might have about our campus. And then our PTA information, joining the PTA, all the links to our spirit wear, ways to volunteer, any of that. And if you want to do that, our background check form is part of our newsletter that was sent out on the 14th of August. So check out our PTA. Joining PTA does not mean you have to volunteer. It just means that you support our campus and that connection between home and school. But if you'd like to volunteer, we would love to have you. Our PTA is wonderful, welcoming, and they are ready to support our students and our staff. And then lastly, who can you call? That's us. I will put that in there all the time, just so in case you do need something, you have our main office number and all the people that are in the main office in case you need to get a hold of any of us, okay? So if you have questions or need anything, please reach out. We are excited about this school year, and I hope you are too. Please join us in all of our events, and if you can't, that's okay, but we will provide them, and we hope that we can just build these memories together with you and your kiddos. Have a great week, and we will see you tomorrow. 7 o'clock, the doors open. 8 o'clock, delayed start for kindergarten. And yeah, let's get this party started. All right. Have a great one, everybody.